bro.
Still eating our famous kitchen.
Yeah.
Our famous kitchen and Drake Imperial grapes. Man, we feeling this blackberry plum. This blackberry plum is popping.
And fried rib tips.
Hey, that shit slapping like a case of husbands.
Fried rib tips.
Yeah. They say we don't got chicken wings. We will substitute.
Alright.
That's how you do it. It's called being intuitive.
Alright, come on, let's get to it, bro.
Alright, so
Recap. We about 2010 right now in the
2009,
journey.
the aftermath of you breaking off or going through what you had to do.
Yeah, did you break that all the way down? How you got away from them or what the situation was?
Me and the nigga that kind of put me on with the shit T.O. we had got into it. You know what I'm saying?
What's the beef about?
I don't hold no secret. I'm almost 40. The nigga, they took me over to a nigga crib, bro. White boy's crib, bro.
Man, you don't like white boys, it seems like.
Nah, I just let them know what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I try to paint the picture as vivid as possible. So
You thought you had a friend.
I'm on.
Cause you don't like white boys. You don't like white people.
Don't say that, bro. Don't say that. Fucking say that.
Listen, I'm mixing. I don't like white boys. It's a couple like it's a couple.
Hey, no. Come on, we ain't fucking with Paul. Let's get it.
There's a couple of them slid through the crevices, but nonetheless, you know what I'm saying?
We love everybody here at the RawWayShow.com.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm on the Raw Way Show and I don't like white boys. So, so the nigga say he do me a beat. It's a Rick Ross sample. Like, yes, I'm a boss joint. The motherfucker so cold. I asked him how much for the beat. He say I gotta give it to you because it's a sample. I ain't even gotta clear it. So he give me the beat. Me and a white boy named 4-5, who I was writing for 7 days at the time, we did the record. The nigga T.O. goes and does a verse on the record without me knowing.
That's some hopeless shit.
We got a double booking the same night at Club 161, which is the Days Inn, right at the exit.
Yeah.
Right.
The 161 is Sunny one. And then we got a Too Short opening same night at Major Woody's. So.
Alright, so listen, again, bro, I don't mean to interrupt you, but the fans on YouTube might not be able to hear you as well.
Oh, got you. So we got a double booking at the Too Short at Major Woody's here and Days Inn 161, same night. We do the show at Days Inn. Pretty much dominated the show.
I apologize for that pause.
Nah, I pretty much, we got a 15-minute set. I do like 12 of the 15-minute set. So he figured by pampering me with the 12 out of 15-minute set, I was going to excuse the fact that when we got to Major Woody's, this nigga had snuck a verse on my song. They performed the song. They performed the song without me. They did 4-5 and T.O.'s verse.
So if you wanted to do it too at that same time, you'd be like, what?
Of course, I have plenty of shit to say about that. Mind you, a nigga get shot in the back on the dance floor at the Too Short show that night.
Right.
A nigga
same one of the niggas?
A nigga sneaking deuce in the club and shot a nigga in the back right on the dance floor. Fuck the show up. Too Short never even performed.
Columbus.
We get outside, I had a few choice words for the nigga. Like, how the fuck be y'all crossing me out on my own song?
That's
He had 4 little Asian bitches with him. Of course, they was tied in, they was getting jammed. They done followed us from the other joint with me and the underlings in the rock the show type shit. So they about to fuck the bosses, and he felt like he ain't had to explain himself. You know what I mean? So we got into it, of course. I'm not confrontational, but I'm no nonsense. I'm very strict on morals. If you shit on me, you gotta address why you shit on me.
I love that.
On the spot, or it's always severed. I never get past that. you tried to explain later in one-on-one, but you wouldn't explain in front of the 4 bitches you was about to jam.
Right.
I don't respect it, you know what I'm saying? So I asked the nigga about it, he didn't want to talk about it.
That's why I hate
You know what I'm saying? So me and T.O. had kind of severed all communication. I was good with a nigga named Gage in the group. I hollered at Gage to get my unreleased music from there, because at that point I hadn't dropped a CD yet.
Yeah, so it seemed to me like when you breaking tie basically on a contract, are you saying you just basically faded off from the shit, or was it like
I ain't really breaking it off of I ain't really over breaking it off a contract, because I'm a stand-up nigga. If I sign a contract, I gotta honor it. But I'm big on principle. So nigga, if I'm about to proceed forward, nigga, you gonna explain to me why you shitted on me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's really where I'm at with it. Like, I don't really care that I wrote a song for a nigga and all that shit. I still, to this day, never aired out who I wrote for 7 Day or none of that. You know what I'm saying?
today's a good day?
Eric Brown.
No, today's not a good day, because I stand on principle. My principle's solid. But in the same sense, if I wrote for you, you know I wrote for you, don't you dare try to counteract that shit with some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you know I did this. Because now all the contractual shit is out the window. When I see you, I don't give a fuck if I see you in a Family Dollar or a Dairy Queen with your son. I'm gonna punch you in your motherfucking chin for it. Because, not because I feel like you played me, but I feel like it's the principle. If you didn't go on, if you disrespect me on the public platform, I expect you to apologize to me on the public platform. If you shitted on me on Facebook, I expect you to go on Facebook and be like,
Probably won't let nobody do that.
Dana Mobley, I apologize, my nigga, because I was out of line. I stand on that. It's not, I don't know why.
So,
it don't. At the end of the day, it don't really mean nothing.
And it's so easy
but it
to do.
means everything to me at the same time.
It's so
I did that. That's type of motherfucker.
It means everything to me at the same time.
I just tried to do that to T-Tone.
Like, damn, bro.
T-Tone?
Yeah.
Fuck T-Tone,
I tried to do that.
I never looked to be the best nigga in the city. So when the MC shit on me or something,
You go to Grill
it's
for a
just,
long time.
it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck him, he's in the past.
But if you ever wanted to get back on my good side where I don't disrespect you in public,
He wasn't nice
you
to
should
niggas
apologize
going
to me
up
in public.
again.
That's how I feel about it.
Because he was confused.
Y'all having a whole conversation?
Sorry,
Yeah.
bro. I just looked into the
Mike
snakes'
picked
fucking
up all that
eyes,
shit, so it's
bro.
all love.
I looked into the snakes' eyes. Stop that fucking squiggly fucking hypnotized shit, bro.
So T.I. Long story short, T.O. never apologized to me. I gave the nigga an ultimatum to deliver my unreleased records in an hour, or shit about to get dark for you. I ain't had no kids or nothing, so it wasn't nothing
He had to live for it.
It wasn't nothing to live for at the time. You know what I'm saying? I was willing to put it all on the line. I never put anything into anything. You know what I'm saying? I was just smart, but an
That was
undecided
your
nigga. I was 10 toes in the street, but I was 5 toes into intelligence. So these 10 was gonna trump the 5.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
that's
I
what
had
niggas
kids,
get
I was
fucked
on
up.
whatever, you know what I'm saying? So obviously he respected the shit. I ain't calling him a whole ass nigga or nothing. He just respected who I was. I respected who he was. The nigga Gage met me at Hudson 71 at the Shell. An hour later with all of my masters. I had 27 unreleased records at the time.
Bro,
He gave me all of them.
Yeah.
Everybody going for that. Nigga got his fucking masters.
Give
a nigga a clap for that
this
shit.
the
Nigga
first-
got his fucking masters.
this the first week of
Niggas
April.
don't do that shit.
Yeah, this the first week of April in 2008. I did a lot of records with the unruly niggas at the time, probably about 5 at the time. So they was cool, you know what I mean? Like, them was my niggas outside. Like, I would never join them because I'm real loyal and shit, but now I'm not with nobody.
Okay.
So my mom died April 20th, 2008.
Okay.
I took it like a sucker.
What you mean?
What I mean, like, I took it real bad. Feel
I
me?
ain't no sucker, man. That shit
And
wrong.
I'm putting you in the place of 2008, not where I'm at mentally now. I don't look like
No,
like
I'm telling you,
I'm a sucker
Right,
now.
something that he
But
did.
when it happened in 2008, I was in a real bad space. Like I ain't like nobody.
But I'm
I
saying,
ain't
like,
talk
ain't
to
no
nobody.
shit, like,
Any nigga say anything to me, I'm on trash. Like
that's
where I was at in 2000. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that's necessarily. I'm just speaking from my.
No, he was hurting
personal
people
space
that
right
didn't
now.
need to be
Yeah,
hurt
when you
because
hurt,
they didn't feel
but
what he was
still, when you
feeling.
hurt
And they didn't
motherfuckers,
even
hurt
know.
motherfuckers. So
I was in the space where I was a really mean nigga to motherfuckers who didn't deserve it.
I should be
You know
like,
what I'm saying?
hey,
He
what's up,
kinda
my
said
nigga?
it perfect,
And
like,
he smacked me, and I don't know why I'm being smacked,
That's
but he
Yeah,
know. You know what I'm saying?
it wasn't to the
As an
point.
adult,
It's
today,
a fucking regular protocol.
no, today you was
It
saying I
wasn't to
should
the
have never
point
did
of
that.
that,
I would
like-
never did that.
Oh, any nigga
That's
said
how
that
regular
to me,
shit
I
work.
already slapped him and shit, but I was like, I was mean to
you was
niggas.
down, like
Yeah,
that's.
nigga
But
tried
today
to talk
he
to me,
wouldn't have did that.
I was just in a bad space of life.
Right.
Are we still in
Boom.
mental health month?
Yeah,
We are.
I leave these niggas around
That's
April
why
1st.
I took the shit ain't
I
normal
leave that niggas-
activity. Like,
I leave
Yeah,
niggas-
normal, and it being
What's up?
nothing normal, like something that happens, you know, repetitively, you know what I'm saying, can appear normal, but it's not right, you know what I'm saying? So what he's saying is how he treated people was not right, you know what I'm saying? But it
Yeah,
made
he
him feel
did that.
better, but today, if he could go back in time, he wouldn't have did that, because you probably hurt people that you love.
I
And they
feel
don't know
that.
why.
However, but that's not sucker shit.
But y'all
To
still
be
saying,
in
yes,
depression.
do that.
No,
He's like,
I'm not
no.
saying he
He
said
said
do it.
number
I'm
one.
not saying it wasn't sucker shit.
that ain't something.
I was out of character.
You was
Should
out
I
of
say
character.
with that word
Boom.
better?
That's
So-
much
so-
better. I accept
So
that.
I was out of character when she passed. I left them probably around the 1st of April. She died the Smoker's Day of 2008.
So that's 2 L's back to back.
Two L's back to back.
That'll cause
These the
anybody
first
to
niggas I
kinda,
ever been with.
like,
and
yeah,
then-
move different.
Yeah,
You
let's-
know
So that's
what
like family, and you know, it's all family.
all
shit.
family.
It's
2
all
L's
family.
back to back.
Boom.
I feel that.
When she passed, I was on. I'm just on the. I don't even know how to explain it.
But
I'm
you
just
still-
on a bad
you
mode. I'm
still
in the
working,
bad.
you still
I'm in
writing
a
and
bad mode. I wrote a song for her, and then I just started writing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't released the shit or nothing. I released the shit as soon as I did for her, like probably 5-6 days after the joint. You know, after she died. She died on Smoker's Day of 2008. So 4/20/08. Like
Wow.
the 26th, I did a show at the High Five, which was now called the Circus Bar. Right? I did the show, and the whole shit was dedicated
We was
to her
probably
and all that shit. Yeah, you
definitely
was
was
right. Yeah, facts. Boom. That was when Pretty and Ty Will's song was really blowing. Big. They did that joint. So I did the record and I did that, and it was like I was just in a dark space, bro. Like, mind you, I'm my first child on the way.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I find out in February of 2008, my daughter on the way, my first kid, and my mom died 2 months later, right? And then she come July 23rd of 08, 3 months after that. She was supposed to be born August 24th, but she came a month early, right? So I had her, she come premature and all that, so I'm just in a bad space in life. I wasn't in a bad space in rap, because once I learned how to rap, that shit never left me. It never left me.
You probably wrote your best music too.
I probably wrote my best music
You do that when you hurt.
when she was on the way. Because at this point, I'm 24, and I'm still virtually young. I've been through a lot of shit as far as off the porch hustling, knowing older niggas who hustle and shit. But by the time I was 24, most of the niggas I knew that was getting money at 16, 17, they was locked up. Right? So I'm just out here. Ain't no real leeway. Ain't no real leeway. I'm just out here. I'm out here.
Yeah.
I might know a couple of niggas' moms that still sell some weed and shit. I get with them, talk to, you know what I'm saying? But I was fucked up. So when my daughter came in July 23rd of 08, I was just in a real bad space as far as musically, right? So everything I'm writing is kind of in combative mode. Like even the records. Like the records had real life. When I go back and look at it now, it's battle verses on them motherfuckers. Like,
Man, hard shit.
like, bro, I talk crazy. Like, fuck your mom, nigga. I just lost mine. Fuck yours. I'm talking crazy like that, but that's not who I am.
I
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm a battle nigga. Like I know the tools.
Of battle.
I know the tools to beat you in the battle, but I'm a lookout nigga. I'm sorry, you owe me $20. That's who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Hold a grudge.
You know what I'm saying?
I was telling you on the break.
Right. You was talking to me on the break about
that.
I'm upset you owe me $20, but I'm never gonna tell nigga. I'm never gonna go on wax and tell niggas you owe me $20. So that's where I'm at in rap, but that's where I'm at in real life. But it's also translate because I always try to be authentic in my music.
I can be real, but I ain't gotta be petty real.
Facts. I always try to be
authentic
in my
That's
music.
what it is.
I got
I'm not
what
gonna
I'm
cut
saying.
you out over $20. That's
Part
petty.
yourself.
But I can say fuck you, then I ain't gotta tell you why.
I could look at you like it cost me $20 to get your corny ass the fuck away from
That's
me.
one
Bronx Tales.
Shit's ain't.
Bronx Tales.
That's how I always looked at it. Like it cost me that little bitty ass change
Bronx
to
Tales.
get
He
you.
actually said that.
Yeah, it cost me that little bitty ass change to
Nah,
get
I
you
never
away
worry
from me.
about you. Never.
Which is really still how I live to this day.
Because
Like,
you ended up going to jail over some shit and it was over $20.
yeah, because you can really trick yourself off the street.
Because you a butter. Listen.
And the
I
motherfucker
seen
on
the
the
news.
hit a nigga in the head.
like real life, nigga, like
I
real
done seen
life.
them on the news where a
principle
motherfucker that
shit.
went to jail, you just
But
stabbed
then you gotta have the shit on your mind. Like, you know
it
what?
ain't the $2.
Fuck
That's
that
not it.
$2.
It's how you put the $2 in my face. You know
Let me
what
show
I'm saying?
And that's where we go. Let me show
That's
some
the
real life
disrespect.
action. I just went to Tampa for a week. I just got off the plane.
I want to ask you.
I just got off the plane.
Let us know about that.
2022?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, wait. Hold
Oh,
that.
so all right.
Hold that. No,
I know what you're
You
saying.
had a point you was making about it,
We
though, right?
did, but what we want to do is get to 2010.
Boom. So when I left that 7 day, I linked with the Unruly niggas. So Unruly was more like a home base. Them niggas was on the same type of time I was.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like all them niggas was MCs. None of them niggas was rappers. We talking 8 to 10 niggas. All them niggas was rappers. So when you got in the session,
Rappers or MCs?
they was MCs.
Okay.
Yeah. When you got in the studio
A
session,
rapper ain't coming
these
no
niggas,
hooks, no nothing. They just know how to rap.
yeah, them niggas know how to rap.
Keep making
When
songs, nigga.
I got in the
Okay.
session with them niggas, either you was nice nigga or you got buried. Like these niggas was cold. You know what I'm saying? A-Dot, Hominem, Maestro, Explosive, Merc. We just left that nigga. First time I spoke to this nigga in 8 years. Used to be my best friend. He showed up to a barbecue at my brother's house today. Ain't seen the nigga in 8 years, swear to God. Boom, my nigga Pone, like, we talking 7, 8, 9 niggas that pure rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you got in a session with these niggas, if you wasn't cold, you drowned it. Like, it's over. You know what I'm saying? Like, them niggas will bury you. Them niggas that make you go back to the whole fucking drawing board, nigga, and turn into Bob Ross and hope you illustrate them trees in the corner. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna put a tree here and a tree there. Snow niggas,
Real nigga shit.
them niggas made you
Rewrite your shit.
illustrate your
Yeah,
dopeness.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
Like nigga, if your sole purpose was be great at rapping, like them niggas made you do it. Like 7, 8 them made me do it. I wrote for most of them niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Like Big Daddy Kane
It
and
was
Cold
like-
Chiller.
You know what I'm saying? Like they made, you know what I'm saying? Like 7 day, I was able to
That gotta be a hard thing to do.
I was able to flourish in the mind of another nigga, but coast as an MC.
As a person writing for you,
But then,
that's kind of hard.
but
to
then
follow
unruly,
somebody
you
like
with
that.
8 to 10 niggas who have,
Pressure. They push you.
they don't give a fuck who you are as a writer. They feel like they write as good as you write. So it don't, you know what I'm saying?
So
I had to ghostwrite nothing that unruly. Them niggas was cold. When I came up with a concept, or they came up with a concept, you fill in or get your shit drowned out by another nigga, and vice versa. When I did the song, oh, Hominem, you sound crazy on this. Say you did a shitty ass verse. Oh my God, A-Dot, you sound crazy on this record. Like,
And niggas be
you
mad.
get what I'm saying?
And
And a might be
saying
salty,
niggas
like,
suck.
damn, nigga, you took me out. Like, no, nigga, I just tried to put the best record together. But all y'all niggas are headhunters.
But you can turn anything into some great music.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all y'all
Waka
niggas.
Flocka was garbage. So
He never made
whoever
great songs.
his producer was,
He did make great
made
songs,
him
but
garbage.
I didn't make great songs
It's
for
for-
MCs.
it's
Right, so I don't
Yeah.
look at it like he never got no play.
There's a lot of garbage artists
Nah,
out there that-
I never bumped him around.
But for somebody else,
at the
he was
club,
But he told you
he was
was
garbage.
crazy.
Why he
Yeah,
told you
yes,
I
but-
can't rap? I just can't. You know, he told you I'm a shitty ass rapper.
Them the niggas I respect. The niggas that if you know you not sweet or shit like that, I can still respect you because you still try to
And that's
put
that
it on the
engineer. Put your
platform.
shit together.
The Wakas, the Silks, the
Silk like Shaka?
yeah.
Oh, hold up, man.
You ain't
You
like
respect.
some
No, I'm saying you find a different respect for them niggas
Right.
when they know that they're not the best,
Right.
but they still give it they all.
Too
It
short.
was trash.
Too short to say that in a heartbeat. Like I'm not that lyrical.
It
dude.
was shitty. Like
But
No,
fuck you,
back in
bitch.
his-
Like,
in his
you won't find an interview
True.
with Silk said he was that nigga.
Too short. Too short is nice.
Too
now.
short ain't nice
He's
music.
short,
But
a
he
whole
wasn't
different.
as sharp
It's a
as.
whole different.
It's a
game.
whole
If
different
it wasn't
type
that he
shit.
was a
That's
lyricist,
crazy.
he
Like,
was
he
the
couldn't
first
help-
nigga
he went up there with
talking about
LL.
what he was talking
Yeah,
about.
lyricist.
wasn't.
Nobody was talking about what's
You was different.
Listen, any nigga
Yeah.
outside of like 2 Live Crew or some
They
shit
ain't
like
had
that
sharp
was
lyrics.
talking about what Too
But-
Short was talking about.
But Too
he was
Short was doing
unmatched.
that shit first.
That's what I'm
made it
saying.
a lane and
4 or
still
5
don't
years,
see
nobody
Stayed in it.
touched
off of
He
it.
stayed in it.
Yeah, 4 or 5 years,
But
nobody
But in
that's
top
touched
10
it.
machines, you won't see his name on there.
Huh?
You won't see Too Short's name on the top 50
But
MCs.
I don't know because Too Short made it to
Not
where
lyrical.
dope
50?
MCs can be.
50 Cent.
50? He won't make 50. He
No,
won't make top 50.
And the top best songs
He
he
won't.
probably in there.
He won't.
But it's the
Short
top
won't
50
make top
lyricists.
25.
As the top
I
50
fuck with
lyricists.
Short though.
But
Short.
lyricists make a
Top.
song. but
Because
not
coming from
lyricists.
his era
Yeah,
and his
When I say lyricist, that means you gotta go through Drake 2000. That means you gotta go through Snoop Dogg. That means you gotta go through a Dre.
I'm talking about
Drake.
closer to Snoop.
That means you
They
gotta
won't
go
even
through
throw Snoop on top 50 lyricists.
Listen. Let's reel it back in. We about 2010.
Nah, that's real shit. They
No, I feel you on that, and we can have a whole debate.
But he made
we can,
hits.
We
He
can
made
end
legendary
this
hits.
whole show tonight based off who
Yeah,
is
so-
and
so-
who belong and who don't.
So this
But
one
this
is-
is
so-
for you.
Put this hand
You know what I'm
down.
saying?
So
This is
that's when the bullshit happened. Like 2010, I was with Unrooted.
Okay.
I'm saying I was pushing the records by myself because Corvino and
Is that a,
Eagle was on the main record, and then I was on the solo record, which had features on the solo record.
Was that contractor or just that's your crew?
Nah, them my niggas.
That's just
Right,
your crew.
right. So I had
Okay.
2 songs at the time called Just Me and You and Chop Chop. Them was the 2 main records, right? So Corvino and Eagle was on Chop Chop. Them niggas went to jail. That's where the Sony deal came in. They wiped us out. They said they ain't want to fuck with niggas who was doing what they doing.
Right.
They ain't want to fuck with real niggas. They was on real nigga shit, but they wasn't on real nigga. Hey, you doing it and your ass can go
This
to
is
jail
before
tomorrow
going to
on a
jail.
conspiracy
This
charge.
is before going to jail.
They was not on that at all.
Not yet.
Them niggas
So
said
past that, we hit that.
so they said fuck all that, right? I think heavy influence of that was from City embracing the record and putting it on 107. That's what got it this exposure. We was doing what we was doing in the street. They was loving us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like when they put it on 107, then there was the Confess offers and you know what I mean, major scale joints. So them niggas was locked up. They didn't want to do it. They didn't want me to do it by myself. So I was doing 300 shows a year everywhere, nigga, trying to push this record. Chop Chop was the one, all right? So I went everywhere, nigga. Mount Sterling, Washington Courthouse, Chillicothe, Toledo, Lima,
You saying in the city.
Kent, Zanesville, Lorraine, Elyria, Cleveland. Like, nigga, I went everywhere with that record. Like, I went everywhere with that record. Like, by myself. I was doing all 3 versions. Crashing
See,
that
Robert, you
bitch.
gotta hit the street.
300 shows a year, nigga.
Even now that you got internet and shit, now you still
It's
gotta
almost
listen.
like a show a day.
2009, 2010, 2011, I did 300 shows, 277 shows. And then 2012, I did 264 shows. Pushing this record in particular because Sony had offered us so much money and then took it away because the niggas that got locked up. So I did that. I did them 4 years crazy, bro. Like, by the time them niggas came home, they was over the record. Yeah. It was like, yo, let's do some new shit. Right. But it was like, yo, nigga, we can do new shit, but in the meantime,
this is pop.
I've been pushing this record and everybody believes in this record, so let's do the record.
Because it may be old to them, but it's still new to the people that ain't, you know what I'm saying?
But they had got tired of the record, so eventually, like, Eagle and Corvino stopped showing up to the shows. I'm pushing this record for the year and a half they locked up. Then when they came home, we pushed it for probably like 4 months before they was bored with the record, and then I'm pushing it another year after that. Like, I'm pushing the fuck out of this record, bro. But in the middle of that, I dropped a joint called Me and You. Grown man, sexy shit. I'm talking about it compliment that Kango so crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? We did that record, and I did the video for that. I didn't have no video with Chop Chop. I had a video for just Me and You. So on top of that, that was creating a crazy buzz. So them was the 2 records. So that was booking me paid gigs. Now, like, I'm going to Chillicothe, opening for like Freeway getting paid, opening for Bone Crusher getting paid, Cassidy, you name it, Lazy Bone. I'm just working. Right. Working. So after we did that joint, I dropped a double disc, Grown Man Bars, that got Just Me and You on it. But I brought it back because I had it done when we did the Hometown Favorite joint. So I just brought it back and put it on the double disc. And it had like a gangster side and then like a gentleman side. So like I did 17 records for like the niggas, and then I did like 13 records for the bitches. So it's like 30 joints. So then after I did that, everybody was like, oh, this nigga tripping.
Well, I'm in your rub, bro.
Ain't none of your business.
No, when you watch this shit back and you've been brushing your hair and eating food, you don't like, oh, it's tripping all the time. Okay, but go ahead, brother, go ahead.
Can I answer that right there? Okay.
No.
If I'm advertising this, then I'm gonna drink this. And then if I'm advertising our famous kitchen, I don't know why you so ashamed.
So what you advertising when you brushing your beard? That beard, dog?
Sauce on that beard right there.
His mustache.
I'm just a fresh ass nigga. That's what I'm doing right now.
I'm a barbecue sauce, he child.
Yeah, you travel right there.
Barbecue shit.
Don't worry to eat on TV.
I apologize.
Cause that goes through right there. It comes out, audience. It comes out. It's not permanent.
Yeah, so I did that record. We linked like at that time I had a couple of clubs that was spinning on regular rotation, Burnsies and a couple other spots and shit. So we was doing that on top of the nigga from Unruly had the vision to put us in front of every national artist that came through Scully's. So he linked with Schoolboy, and now we opening for goddamn, I mean everybody. Corey Guns, Joey Ortiz, Press, AZ, Keith Murray, like we.
I'm sorry, man. Love you though.
Y'all like the franchise.
What was unique about me was we did 23 national artists. 4 of them asked me to come like on tour with them. Right? And then the other 19, there was a couple niggas I was like, yo, that nigga crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because I always kept ammo loaded to rap in front of them niggas after the show. So the shit you was getting for 15.
You never did none of the tours with them?
I did do a couple of them, Freeway in particular.
Yeah, that's my guy.
That was the nigga that stood. That was the nigga that.
I swear to God.
That's it, man.
No,
tell that story in a minute because I want to hear it.
Man.
But nah, so I did an opening for him at Scully's one night, right?
Right.
This nigga, we outside at like 2:30 in the morning. He got a big light skinned nigga with him, bro. I don't even know dude's name to this day, bro. Dude was cold, bro. He was rapping his ass off, right?
Cause Philly breeds
They
MCs.
mind you, Unruly feel like they is the best MCs that ever touched the goddamn face of the earth, right? So it's a couple niggas rapping.
And I guarantee when the stars niggas there, cause
A. Holland, and don't get me wrong, like downright these niggas was nice, you know what I mean? But it's just the conviction in your voice change everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you could say, I could say the same shit this man say, right? But if his voice is genuine, he's gonna
delivery
fuck
is
about what I
everything.
said. The nigga brushing his beard was the coldest nigga in the building. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it is. So
Right.
when we leave Scully's
that was
night,
the case.
that was the case. If we leave the Scully's that night, they throw a young boy in the zone. He look older because he got a big ass beard. He Philly nigga, you know, they don't play Southwest Philly nigga, beard thicker than a motherfucker. He going crazy. He going crazy. Till the nigga get to barking on that nigga like,
Fuck your beard.
fuck your beard, nigga.
Hey,
I'm
you
finna
too,
go
bro.
crazy, man. I'm about to give you everything Columbus got to
I
offer.
see the
bro.
Velcro in that
Well,
motherfucker.
everything
That
Columbus
bitch
got to
can
offer. I'm going back and forth with this nigga for like 20 minutes, bro. You know how long that is rapping? That's a long motherfucking time. Like these niggas, bro, niggas was tweaking. He calls Schoolboy, who was running the joint for bringing him there in the first place. He said that light skinned nigga with the braids was wild, and I had braids back then. That light skinned nigga from Rudy with the braids was wigging, bro. Tell that nigga meet me in Chillicothe. He got 15 minutes. What he said to him, that's what he said to Chris, that was the nigga that run Rudy at the time. Nigga hit me, told me, I took the whole team down. We rocked. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard as how I get down. I never play niggas. No nigga can run into you right now and be like, yo, Scopes play you short. Any nigga, even whether I deal with him today or deal with him yesterday, I'll tell you, I'm up on them. I'm not up on them. Every nigga I did a favor. Know what I mean? So when we got the love on that, I took the niggas to Chili with me. We did that joint, acted a fool. Niggas helped us get a deal with that actual club in Chillicothe where we come and open for them niggas every trip. So when they had Lazy Bone, Cassidy, what's the fat white boy nigga name? Jelly Roll, all these artists. Lil White that was previously with 3-6 Mafia.
So
man, these niggas, we went on the road. You know
well,
what I mean?
we still doing like it's around still 2000.
It's all the same shit when
2010.
Yep, 2010,
Okay.
2011.
All right.
Boom, I signed with Empire in 2012. And that's cause the nigga from
Denise.
Empire.
the nigga from Empire
that's
basically,
local?
I mean the nigga,
That's local?
the nigga from
Okay.
Rudy basically sold me, nigga. Like that's why, you know what I mean? Ain't even no other way I can look at it.
They cashed out on the movement when you go from here to there.
Them niggas was throwing like a Sunday dinner, nigga. They asked niggas to come out. We was joint collabing with them.
Diggy Dolce.
Biggie Dolce.
Yeah.
Biggie Dolce and Hot Hands. Them was the two
Yeah.
that ran Empire at the time. We go. We doing open mics at Mitch's. Mitch's behind the old Northland Mall. I forget what they called the shit at the time. And shit, it wasn't Mitch's at the time, but I remember from when it was a C-Note.
Hey,
Columbus nigga knows.
sidebar. That's the last place I ever danced in my life.
You know,
Casino or Mitch?
Yeah,
Remember I told you
That's
about
my
New
nephew.
Year's Eve.
Hey,
Hey,
we were just talking about, like, you know, when he telling his stories, the names that he say, you know what I'm saying? It's linked into all of us.
All of us.
Dominic Payne, no Scopes right
Like,
now. That's
man.
ain't about Scopes. He knows
Bitches, all that.
Like I knew
Yeah,
Diggy. She's so beautiful.
Dominique know that me and Dominique wrote for Diggy.
Watch the pain we put him through. That nigga came, you know, I started
That's
in the
nephew.
studio when he was like
Dominic
13.
nephew.
You couldn't touch the studio till he was like 15. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You learn. You just sit
I used to
back.
take him around.
When I
Make him
got
Ain't
when I got with Empire, Dominique D Payne was the little nigga.
Yeah.
We had a roster crazy. It was me, Hot Hands, Diggy,
Shout out Dominique, man.
D Payne.
Dominique,
Damari was with
House.
Damari was with Deepest, but he was recording over it.
Davis is with the niece.
It was a couple of them.
Yeah.
Dominique, Damari and GC the Biz. Both of them was deepest artists, but they was really tied to High Hands really heavy. Like that was their mans. So them niggas was coming to Empire to record they last couple of projects. I named the project. Them niggas was over there. I'm featured on a couple of them niggas projects right now. We had I Soldier, which was with Joe McCaskill. We had the biggest roster in the fucking city, bro. We had singers and everything. Nigel that got killed over there on Parsons. Key Marie, Eb Jones. We had Twana Gray, Nut B.
Did she sing?
Yeah, Key Marie sing.
Yeah.
She was in a long ass relationship when she was recording with B Banger, the nigga that wrote My You Gon' Suck It or Not. The Cameron Wayne joint. He produced that joint.
She did a video. You know, King Marie.
Nigga wanted to know, baby girl, you gon' suck it or not. B Banger produced that joint. Right. Yeah, we knew all these niggas, man. And then when Hands and Diggy split, and Hands was hands off, and Diggy was the main focus, she was fucking with Young Wise. Right. Young Wise was one of the biggest artists at the time. He was with T.O.G. Yeah. But if you go look at if you go look at views and shit, outside of these new niggas like Doobie Bands and Crash Minotti and niggas like that, Young Wise ran the city when me and Rawway was out here and Critty and
ran the city. Oh. Hey, they're doing good business.
I know I'm saying when niggas was out here. Right. Me, you,
I love this
Critty,
truth and shit.
Right. Me, you, Critty, Tie Wheels, Serious Ad, them type niggas. Like when them niggas was all out here. It was all. Yeah.
Serious Ad, he gonna better right now, right?
So Serious Ad, just
big shout out.
So where we at year wise right now?
This when them niggas sold me to
Shout out
when them niggas sold me to Empire, that was 2012. They sold me, nigga.
Traded you in the white
Hey, them niggas sold me like
you benefit out of
they cash out
like an NFL vet.
I would feel like it's a benefit because
I got sold like a
she's
vet.
an engineer. She pretty nice.
Unruly sold. Listen, bro. We went to a dinner at Empire Korea. They was cool as fuck. We had just did the Mike series with them up at the old Mitch's, so on and so forth. Niggas had a dinner. Me and Chris went to the dinner. We found out the brains, the nigga behind the whole operation, JT, his name was Explosive with Unruly. He was the fucking end all be all. He did the sessions. He did the mixing, he did the mastering, he was the #1 producer. And that boy was having his second kid in 8 months. Okay. Chris got salty, said he was about to go back to selling cars because niggas want to have babies behind his back. Which was his brother, mind you.
You in my business, man.
Unruly was made up of 3 brothers.
Chris stopped. Because the thing is, niggas don't know. Chris was a car salesman.
Facts. Chris, Maestro, and JT. Nigga, I'm talking about oldest to youngest. Chris, Maestro, JT. So, Chris was the brains. Maestro was the nigga that lost his kid and put the money behind the birth of Unruly. And JT was the fucking brains. That nigga,
so
I'm talking about, this nigga was a genius.
Did you know that?
2021. He made beats from scratch that was colder than that was just as cold as any industry nigga that was out, right? He did all the mixing and mastering. Boom, he has 2 kids in 10 months. What? Yep, he's pregnant at the 6-week checkup.
You supposed to wait
on the same shit. What? He had 2 kids he had a second kid on the way with the same chick
that
he lived with. Where the studio was at. So niggas had to be quiet when they recorded now. On top of all this, etc. Because of the baby. And now he had a second one on the way, right? Ain't no knock on it. That's why I'm sharing this because it's no knock on the nigga.
No. That's
man.
love.
You change your mode. You know what I'm saying? But you should have known as the nigga in the position that you was responsible for a lot of niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We talking 10 niggas on this roster that was all good.
And if everybody would have brought a contract,
We're not even, you know what I'm saying? It's not like
everybody
You
would
have 10
have
colleges every night.
Every time you show up, got that contract right here.
you get what I'm saying? It ain't like it's a label with this one nigga this one nigga that you know for somebody, and then all the other 9 niggas is the only 2 niggas you don't know the name of in Onyx. Like
11 minutes. So, is this contract or just cruise shit?
no, this contract.
So you know the nigga
contractually involved with every motherfucker.
Even with Chris, Chris was the only
Yeah,
one.
like it was more word of mouth with Unruly, but it was still some paper play involved. You know what I'm saying? Like,
something happened for you to say, you know what, fuck the music.
nah,
I'm
so
smashing
the
niggas.
2 years I'm with them, I'm pushing the records.
Okay.
The same records my niggas ain't signed to that's on the records.
So,
But I know these is the 2 records.
with that 2 years, what 2 years is that? 11,
2 years,
12.
11 and 12. I did 300, 300. Then the 10 and 11. And then 12, I did 277.
What made you draw the line though? Like, I'm gonna do battle rap.
The reason, so where the change.
So hold on, we got
11
where
minutes.
Where we at right
We had
now?
11 minutes.
155.
Yeah,
Something like that.
No, so we can go ahead. We ain't gotta be right on point, but let's go ahead, chop it up. In the next part, we're gonna get into
So
the
what middle school did you go to?
No, hour 55.
huh?
I went,
Hour
he
55.
funny nigga.
He do a documentary. He did a music documentary.
So we ain't got another fight.
And he asked just
I
that.
went to clean this 6, right?
Fuck
I
you.
did 2
No,
years. I
Paul-
did 2 years.
Paul,
and
listen,
he told me-
it's not a little question.
So what
That's
else
Paul
were you
digging at
born
me
at?
right now. He asked you that to fuck with me.
He went over
Like,
and
like,
said, in the uterus.
No, don't answer this shit. Because that's looking into the space.
Yeah, I was about to answer.
Yeah.
Bring him back.
Yeah. Come
But